So I almost died trying to attend a Minecraft event. It's the day after Christmas, and it's also coincidentally the day that some Minecraft server I'm on called the Bloodline SMP is hosting an event at 7 p.m. my time. So I had time to kill. I mean, it's winter break. So I was pretty excited to come to this event to do something with my life. But my mom asked me to go grocery shopping with her. Do I really want to go? No. But it's really early in the day, so I might as well help my mom out. And I texted my team and let them know when I'll be on. I shut my phone and left with my mom. Average shopping trip, all right? We go outside and it started to snow. 2 hours early, but that didn't really register to me because it's supposed to start snowing at 7 p.m. and we were planning to be home by 6. So there's no possible way that it could be snowing. So we go on to the next store. And of course, there's no windows. So I just completely forgot it was snowing because I'm inside. And I get a call. Hello? Wait, what? It's snowing? Holy, okay, we gotta go. Mom, where are you? Get in the car. So, it normally takes 20 minutes from the store to my house. But the GPS was telling me that it was gonna take an hour and 16 minutes to get home, and that there's 5 car crashes on the way. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So we spend an hour driving and we make it 10 minutes of the normal drive. It would usually take us 10 minutes to get there. It took us an hour, but we're still 10 minutes from my house. So the car isn't really going up the hill anymore. At this point, it snowed quite a bit. We're on the highway, and the road, you just can't see the pavement anymore. So we pull over, and while we were driving along the highway, I saw a car, or a cop car, and 2 trucks in front of it. So we're pulled over on the side of the highway. And I'm like, okay, you know what? There's no way we can get home unless they plow. So I'm like, okay, Mom, wait here. I'm gonna go walk down the highway and ask the cop when the plow is coming. And it is snowing heavy. I am fighting for my life. I make it 10 minutes down the highway and I make it over, right? And I'm not wearing snow boots, right? I didn't think it was going to snow. Can you guess what I'm wearing? I'm wearing knockoff Golden Goose sneakers, which honestly was that bad because they're like waterproof, but they're not the kind of thing you're walking through several inches of snow in, okay? My ankles were frozen. So I finally make it along the highway and I get to the cop car and I ask, hey man, do you know when the plow's coming? Because my mom and I are stuck. I don't know. They do their own thing. Just get your car off the road. But the road isn't plowed. You could just wait until it comes at 4 a.m. So you do know. Okay, so I start walking back up the goddamn highway when a Hispanic man offers me a ride in his truck. So I graciously accept. Oh my god. So he's driving forward when he asked me this. So he's still going forward. And I open the car door. And he's moving forward. I have the car door open. And I don't know how to get into a truck Because I've never known anyone who owns a truck. So how do you even get in? So I'm trying, and it like goes up to like halfway up to my waist. Why are trucks so tall? So I try to get in and I fall out. I fall out of the truck on this highway. And this is where he makes a grave mistake. He stops the car. So that way, I can find the handle and like hoist myself up into this massive car. And stopping was a grave mistake because when he starts going again, we're sliding along the highway. The car is moving. Oh my god. Oh my god, this poor man. He was like, God damn it, why did I rescue this girl on the highway? I should have just left her. So, his wife and kids and I are all terrified because, his wife and children are in the back seats. And I'm in the passenger seat. And so another truck pulls up to us. And he rolls down his windows and he's like, "Don't worry, man. I got you." And he starts like releasing salt next to us and then he and then he leaves. And so then we get back on the road. But I can't stay with this Hispanic man forever as much as I want to be rescued and go home. He doesn't really understand me, and I don't really understand him. So I'm like, okay, man, like, stay, like, I gotta go rescue my mom. And he's like, okay, like, I'll take you and your mom down the rest of the highway. And I was like, all right, bet. So he pulls over, and honestly, I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh my god, if this man's truck can't keep going again and needs to be rescued for a second time after interacting with me, that would be so embarrassing. So he pulls over, and so I have to go run along down like a side street to where my mom is parked. And I'm like, Mom, this man, he's offering to take us down the highway. And my mom's like, okay, let's go. But my mom takes so long to get ready that this Hispanic man comes. I guess he walked down the highway to come get to us because I guess he thought that we were like stuck, but my mom was just taking forever today. But we did go with him because you can't leave your car like like you can't leave your car in the middle of a road. You're gonna get towed. So we let him go. And I'm sitting in the car with my mom, and I'm like trying to recover from hypothermia. My everything is frozen, and the entire car at this point is surrounded by snow. So, like, we can't even start moving along this highway anymore. Like, we can't even get back on the road. So, I go to this old man's house. And I asked this man for a shovel, and he gives me one. And he's like, "Oh, you could like park in our driveway if you want." And I was like, "Thanks. I think we're gonna try and get moving." So I go over back to the car and I'm shoveling the snow. And I'm frozen, man. But I shovel the snow, return the shovel, got back in the car, and we get on the highway. This is where I was getting scared. There is a massive ditch that we have to drive through between two hills, and it's on a curve. A lot of people die here. Every year, a lot of people die going down this hill. And I was reminded of this after I spoke to the cop, because there was some trucks in front of the cop car, and one of them pulled me over to ask, "Hey, what did the cop tell you?" And I told him that we were waiting for the plow because we were scared of going down this hill without it being plowed. And he told me that he had broken his neck going down that hill. So I was a little scared, obviously, if like several people die. Well, I don't know if it's several people every year, but there's at least one person who dies every single year going down that hill. So we're going up the hill. We're going up. Stop the car. Stop the car. We can't go down that hill. We can't go down that hill. If we go down, we're going to die. We are going to die if we go down that hill. She stops the car. And as we're parked, again, like on the main road, and as we're parked and cars are going past us, I'm envisioning in my head how we're going to die. But I'm also seeing the scene from Good Luck Charlie, It's Christmas. The scene where the mom and the daughter are going down a car on a massive hill in a snowstorm with no brakes. And that oddly cheers me up a little bit. So we wait for another plow to come. Mind you, this is like another hour wait. So we're waiting for the plow. And in that time, I see like to the side of us, like some people are going by and they're pushing a car. They're pushing the car up the hill. And we're at the top of the hill where it's flat, and then they keep pushing it going down the hill before it gets like too steep, but it's still going downhill. So they're pushing the car downhill. And I'm screaming like a lunatic. Because if they can't go down that hill, like if they need to be pushed down the hill, there's no way in hell that they're making it back up that hill because that's steep. The way back up is really steep. So I'm screaming bloody murder for them to stop and that they're going to die. I'm actually screaming at the top of my lungs that they're going to die going down that hill. And it's the middle of a snowstorm, so the visibility is so low, and I just watch as they completely disappear into the storm. And as that car goes down slowly and we can't see the backlights of it anymore, the man who helped push that car down comes up to our window and asks to push our car down. And of course, I'm yelling at him not to because that is a threat. If you're saying you're gonna push our car down a hill, no, that is a threat. That is a threat. We do not want to go. And finally, another plow comes. And we decide, okay, even though the plow just came, there's no way we're going down and up that hill. That's far too dangerous. We turn around and we go back to the man's house that gave us a shovel. Now, while we're driving along the highway, I'm like reminding my mom, like, Mom, when we get to his street and everything, once we get there, just stop the car and I'll shovel the driveway and you can drive into the driveway. Just let me shovel everything, okay? Like, I'm reminding her several times I'm gonna shovel the driveway before she parks the car. My mother, oh, God bless my mother. She slams on the gas and throws us into a foot of snow. And then she made me shovel the driveway. Guys, the hypothermia was kicking in. So I'm like back in the car, like violently shaking. After shoveling this man's driveways, my hands are killing me. My socks are wet. My everything is wet. So after waiting a little bit in the car, trying to not let the hypothermia kick in, I take my mom and we walk back to the highway, the busy highway, but no one's there. So we waited quite a bit for some cars to come, and every time like a car comes, I'm like waving my phone with a flashlight on it. I'm like, please somebody pull over, rescue us. There was like a group of people, but they were on quads with neon blue lighting. and they looked pretty cool. I didn't know if they were like rescuers or if they were just some sort of quad riding gang or something. I don't know. But after trying to wave down several cars, someone finally stopped. Or more likely, we might have ran in front of his car. Anyways, this Jamaican guy who teaches the blind and the deaf rescued us. Actual saint right here. He takes us completely the opposite way he was going, and he brings us home. He took It took a total of 4 hours from when we left the store to when we got home. That's normally a 20-minute drive. It took us 4 hours. Once we got home, it took about an hour for my body to stop shaking and my legs to no longer feel numb. I also got blisters on my hands. For those of you who don't know, if you have hypothermia, you never use hot water to warm up. You use lukewarm water, otherwise you risk sending your body into shock.